Worksheet 4.2, question 4. So here we have angles of elevation to the top of a building. So we're going to, here's our building here, we're going to call it A, B to make it easier, and that's our height of our building there. We're going to find the height of our building here. We've got 3 points, X, Y and Z here. There's X, Y and Z along flat paths, and our angles here, so here we have our angle 28 degrees, here our angle 42 degrees, and here our angle 28 degrees here. We know XY is 700 meters and YZ is 300 meters here. We want to find the height of the building here. So what we're going to do is same with our other questions here. We're going to start by looking at our smaller triangles here. If we look at triangle ABX here. So if we draw it up here, we've got height, there's our A, our B, our X, it's right angled triangle here. We know that this is 28 degrees and this is our length XB. So we say, well, tan of 28 degrees is equal to H divided by XB. XB is equal to H divided by tan of 28, or H cot 28 here. So for our next triangle in the middle there, we've got our triangle ABY. So if we draw it up here, A, B, there's Y, we've got 42 degrees, right angle H, and our length BY. So tan of 42 degrees is equal to H divided by BY, or BY is equal to H divided by tan of 42 is equal to H cot 42 degrees there. For our third triangle over here, ABZ, here, so we draw it up like this, 28 degrees, H, that's A, B, there's Z, and 300 meters. No, sorry, it's not 300, we have this length here. We don't know this one, this is our BZ here. So tan of 28 degrees is equal to H divided by BZ here. So BZ is equal to H divided by tan of 28 degrees is equal to H cot 28 degrees. So we've found out these lengths here. We've got this length, and this length. We know this length here and this length here. So what we need to do is relate these together. And what we're going to do is split this into this triangle here, so triangle BZY. Here we have B, Z, and Y. We know this is 300 meters. We've found our BY is over here, is H cot 42 degrees, and this is our BZ we found over here is H cot 28 degrees. So we're going to find out with this triangle, we're going to find this angle theta here, and then if we look at the next triangle we can look at here, so we'll work in black now here, we've got BZ and here X. This is still the same angle theta, and we know this length is 1000 meters, and we have here, we know this is H cot 28 degrees, and this one over here, our BZ here, is also H, so BX is H cot 28 degrees here. So what we can do, we have 3 sides, and we're going to find an angle, 3 sides, and find an angle here. So we'll go back to our triangle here. So here we have 3 sides, and we want to get one angle, so we're going to use our cosine rule here. So here we're going to substitute our values in. So cosine of theta here is going to be 300 squared plus H squared cot 28, cot squared 28 degrees, minus H squared cot squared 42 degrees there, divided by 2 times 300 times h cot 28 degrees here. So we can find this cosine of theta here. We're going to do the same thing with this triangle here. So here our cosine of theta is equal to here, so 1000 squared plus h squared cot squared 28 degrees minus our a, h squared cot squared 28 degrees divided by 2 times 1000 times h cot 28 degrees here. So here these two will minus out, plus h squared cot squared 28 minus that comes out there. So we're going to have 1000 divided by 2000 h, or we can simplify there, so hit 1000 squared divided by 2000 h cot 28 degrees there. Okay, so now we know, well, if we have cosine theta and cosine theta, it's the same angle theta here. It's this angle theta in here, this triangle and this triangle here. So we can make both sides of our equation equal here. So we're going to say, well, here we've got 300 squared plus h squared cot squared 28 degrees minus h squared cot squared 42 degrees divided by 2 times 300 is 600 h cot 28 degrees here is equal to 1000 squared divided by 2000 h cot 28 degrees. So we see here we've got on this side 600 h cot 28 degrees, on this side 2000 h cot 28 degrees. So we'll multiply both sides by 100 cot h by 100 h cot 28 degrees here. So here we're going to keep the top 300 squared plus h squared cot squared 28 degrees minus h squared cot squared 42 degrees, and we're multiplying here. So we're going to end up by 100h cot 28 degrees, so we're going to end up with 6 left here. On this side 1000 squared here, and we're going to end up with 20. So if we put these through, so we end up with 300 squared plus h squared cot squared 28 degrees minus h squared cot squared 42 degrees. 1000 squared divided by 20 multiplied by 6 will be 300,000 here. So we can take this one out, so we're going to minus our 300 squared over here, minus 300 squared, and so we're going to take our h squared out of here. H squared is cot squared 28 degrees minus cot squared 42 degrees is equal to this 300,000 minus 300 squared, so it will be 210,000 here. So we'll switch colour so we can still keep seeing here. So now we're going, well, h squared is equal to all of that. So our h, we can skip a step here, and we're going to do is 210. So square root of 210,000 divided by cot squared 28 minus cot squared 42. So our h here is 301.9 meters, or 302 meters to nearest meter.